But he's from LA, he's our great friend LG. Bring him up with a warm hand. This guy will knock you out. I mean, knock you out. LG! Good evening. I just read in last month's Health and Fitness magazine that they're now saying the intake of too much water in a relatively short period of time can lead to death. Yeah, I think we all knew that. It's called drowning. My name is L.G. Ross. It's spelled like it sounds. L G. Ross is a little harder. What would the silent Q-U-E-J? Friends ask me, what does LG stand for? And I tell them, it's short for ELGE. E-L-G-E. When I'm not doing stand-up comedy, I'm a motivational speaker. Actually, that's not entirely true. When I'm not a comedian, I'm an actor. But what I really want to be is a waiter. As a comedian, life can be hectic. Sometimes there just aren't enough minutes in the 1 hour I work each day. A little something about myself. I come from a long line of umbilical cord. My parents raised me as if I was their own. I'm an only child. Well, except for my brother. How many of you have an older brother or sister? Don't show of hands, not applause, huh? Don't you hate it? Especially when you were little. Didn't you hate it when they would try to impart knowledge upon you as if they were so much more wizened just because they're a little older than you? My brother does that to me, and I wouldn't mind it so much were not for the fact that we're twins. Just wait till you turn 30 in a few minutes. Your whole outlook on life changes, I'll tell you. I'm a born-again Christian, only I came out C-section. Think about it. But not for too long. As you can see, I'm no spring chicken. That's because my parents were Homo sapiens. I'm not a bird. I have a Scandinavian background. Both my parents are Danish. My brothers are Krispy Kremes. Actually, my brother's not the best example to follow. At age 23, he got a dishonorable discharge from the Salvation Army. Growing up, my family and I lived near a cemetery, which was a bit scary for me as a child, but it made it real easy to bring home flowers on Mother's Day. I love my parents. If I ever have children, a girl and a boy, I'm going to name them after my parents. I'm going to call them Mom and Dad. They're going to be so proud. Insanity runs in my family. But don't worry. Don't worry. I'll catch up. I had an uncle, he was so lazy, he actually took a nap on his deathbed. Okay, Unc, we'll wake you up half past rigor mortis. In high school, I graduated top of my class. No, really, I was in the back bleachers, highest row up. So, actually, I was not a very good student in high school. As an incentive to better my grades, my father once offered me $100 if I could ever get a score of 100 on a test. Sure enough, just before I barely graduated high school, the very last test I would take, I got a score of 100. Thank goodness for the SATs. On the subject of school, how many of you remember in elementary school how they tried to impress upon you the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic? I trust everyone here is aware of the fact that 2 of those 3 R's do not begin with the letter R. Maybe they need a 4th R. Spelling. Spelling. Thank you. The first 22 years of my life really sucked. But the day after that was pretty okay. Last week, I took a personality test and flunked it. They sent a sample off to the lab and it came back benign. No traces of personality whatsoever. I have a short attention span. I think I suffer from AD. Nice curtains. In the future, I used to smoke a lot of weed. I don't anymore. I knew weed was having an adverse effect on me when one night after smoking a bowl, I was watching porn, and 30 minutes into the movie I said, I've lost the plot. The other week, I went to Trader Joe's with my friend Joe and traded him in for a guy named Melvin. It was a good trade. Is it redundant for conjoined twins to show up at a restaurant with a 2-for-1 coupon?
Oh yeah.
I wonder.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you. I just saw the movie Les Miserables, the one with Russell Crowe singing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not see this movie, you'll be less miserable. Did I mention Russell Crowe singing?
Yes, you did.
I will leave you on this. I see no point in living a pessimistic life. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, you were a stellar audience. I thank you so much. I'm OG Ross.